So, hi, I'm Killian, and thank you for accepting this interview for Radio Normandie Rock. Could you introduce the band for those who don't know you yet?
Sure. The band is called Red Fang, and we've been going for about 20 years, based out of Portland, Oregon. And we play what I would describe as sort of like newer take on we're grunge. We're a grunge band.
Okay. How was the band names chosen?
We took many weeks writing name after name on a piece of paper and crossing them all off, and then eventually we came to Red Fang and nobody crossed it off, so we said, all right, I get good enough.
Okay. Can you give me 3 tracks to discover the band?
Sure.
For you.
Yeah.
The 3 tracks.
I would say that probably the 3 would be Wires, Prehistoric Dog, and it's going to be difficult to come up with a third one that is, let's say, Doan.
Okay. Next year will be the 20th anniversary of the band formation.
Yeah.
So, are you planning something for the occasion?
We are. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say what it is, because I think there will be an announcement at the beginning of January. So, beginning of next year. Thank you very much.
Okay. That's secrets till January. So.
Yes, exactly. But keep an eye on, the announcement world, and there will be something.
Speaking about the albums, who composed, who wrote the lyrics, who do it's
Sure.
all the band, or maybe each members do anything to...
Musically, we all 4, we write together. Somebody will bring in a riff, and then we all work on it, and somebody, even John, the drummer, will sing parts that he thinks maybe like, what if it did this, or what if you cut that riff in half, or so we all musically contribute, and then mostly, not in every case, but most of the time, Brian and I write the lyrics. So Brian's the other singer; he's more of the barking singer, and I'm the crooning singer.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Who does the artwork for the album's covers?
Most of the Relapse covers are done in-house at Relapse by, they were done by a guy called Orion Landau. The very first cover was a tattoo artist friend of ours drew that skull. And then actually, it was either John or Brian made that logo, the kind of like decayed writing, by writing Red Fang and then crumpling the paper and Xeroxing it. And so that's where that came from. But yeah, and then the most recent one is also in-house Relapse.
Have you seen or planning to see any bands today?
Absolutely. I just saw Unearth, and I'm planning to see Unearth we toured with in 2011. I'm planning to see Stoned Jesus, who were on the stage right before us. They, Eager, booked us in Ukraine a bunch of times. And then I'll go see, I want to see Meshuggah, and I want to see Clutch, because Clutch we did our first like real tour in the U.S. with a long time ago. So good friends of ours.
Okay.
Lots of friends playing today. And Baroness, I'm not going to be able to see them, but we just did a tour with them on the East Coast. So.
Okay. On the many French dates you've played, what did you think of the French public?
Fantastic, very supportive and expressive crowds. We played. I had to get in better shape and lose weight because of shows we played in France because the crowds are really great, but the AC is really bad. So we played some very, very, very hot shows in France, but always super duper fun.
Okay. For you, which track is the most technical to play in live?
I guess it's not one that we really play anymore, but probably there's a song called Flies from Only Ghosts that one is pretty hard for me to. It's maybe the most challenging. The second is one called there's a song off the new record called Too High that we don't do very much, but that one is a little challenging.
Okay, so
but most of our songs are not technically hard. I started off playing guitar in the band, but I moved to bass because I had a bass and I'd played before, and I was kind of mad about it, so I got drunk before every practice and made my bass parts easy enough that I could play them while drunk. So they're intentionally not hard to play.
Okay. And I like to end my interview with an anecdote or a fun fact of the band, if you have one to tell. Maybe.
Geez, I don't know. Fun facts that's an interesting one. I used to keep a list actually of all the like weird tour stories. I guess it's not. I think I've told this one before, but we did a European support tour with Mastodon in 2012, early January, February of 2012, and we had just done a tour with them in the U.S., so we started to get to know each other pretty well, and there was one night where we were playing, and I kept hearing these extra drums happening, and I was really confused what was going on, like this echo, and it turned out that Brent was sitting on bronze drums behind the black curtain, like they were curtained off, and he was playing along with John while we were playing, and they had to be like, "You can't do that anymore, Brent. It's not going to work. It's like too hard for us to play our set." But it was pretty cute that he was doing that.
Okay. Thank you very much for giving me your time for this interview.
My pleasure.
See you on stage tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.